Y'all ready for a little bit of stuff here? What kind of stuff? I'm not sure, but it's gonna be stuff. Sure is going to be some stuff that goes on. Something about stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. I don't know what kind of stuff. But it'll be all kinds of stuff that goes on in these woods here. We actually got a different opponent in the AHL this time. Yay, we actually had somebody not in the division for once. It's actually another division. Wonder what kind of division it'd be. But these teams aren't all that close. Well, all that different, I mean. But if you want to talk about what's going on here, hey there, everybody. It's Phantoms Hockey for the second to last time this season. And Phantoms actually first up on the docket for once. So what do you want to talk about today? Well, I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about some hockey. So the Utica Comets are the team that are hosting the Phantoms this time. They're currently on the outside in their division. So the Comets are looking to try to finish strong and secure a playoff spot amidst the wonky playoffs. And I do mean wonky. Because, oh boy, the AHL is all sorts of weird. I'll try my best to cover these AHL playoffs, but, I'm only gonna cover it for Phantoms, obviously. They're not gonna win it. They're not gonna win the Calder Cup. I need to see if I can explain this all to you. Because, to be honest, it's pretty weird. So here's how this works. So the playoffs, let me see if I can pull them up. AHL playoffs format. So here's how this whole thing works. Everyone but the top two in the so the top 6 teams of the 8-team Atlantic Division will get in, with the top 2 in that division getting a first round bye. The top 5 teams in the North and the Central will get in. 4 and 5 will play each other to determine who plays against the first, the top team in the division, the respective divisions. And the top 7 in the 10-team Pacific Division will get in, with the top team in the division getting a bye. So in total, 5 teams get a first round bye. No, not 5 teams. So there's 2 teams that get a bye in the Atlantic, 3 in the North and the Central. So that's a total of that's 6. So that's 9 total teams who get a first round bye. And here's how this works. Those that do not have a first round bye will play a best of 3 series in the first round. With primarily hosted by the higher seed. Those teams will then go on to round 2, where it will be reseeded. The lowest remaining seed in each division will play against the highest seed in each division, which means that the winner of 4 versus 5 in the North and the Central will play against number 1 in their respective division. Whoever is the lowest remaining in the Atlantic, and whoever is the lowest remaining in the Pacific will play number 1. With the other 2 remaining teams in the Pacific playing against each other, with the higher seed hosting the majority of the games. And in the case of the Atlantic, the other team that emerged out of the first round, the higher of the 2, will go play number 2. And from there, it's a fixed bracket, where following that best of 5 series will be the conference semifinals. Actually, the division finals will also be a best of 5. And then the conference finals and the Calder Cup finals will be best of 7. Whoever is the higher seed in each of the matchups hosts the majority of the games. And I would imagine who hosts the majority of the Calder Cup games is determined either by conference rotation or whoever has the higher, whoever did better in the regular season. I'm sure they have something in place. Confused yet? You should be. It's a lot of wonkiness. A lot of wonky stuff going on here. If you like wonkiness, this is a place for you. If you don't, you might want to move on elsewhere to find something more straightforward. By the way, Kyler Murray is expected to be released at the start of the league year. And apparently, it just got announced that the Predators are sending Michael McCarron to the Wild for a 2028 second round pick. But Kyler Murray will be gone. He'll be paid his money. He'll be eligible to play for the league minimum. For this upcoming season. For whoever wants him. Which I imagine would probably be like the Jets. Congratulations, Kyler Murray. You're now a New York Jet. Goodbye. Also, apparently one of the players of the Braves got suspended 162 games for PD for some. Yeah, for PD violations. And get this, there's 162 games in a baseball season. So you might as well just say that his season is, you might as well say his season's over. There's no point of him playing all season. There's no reason of him being on a playoff roster if they even get that far. So why bother? There's no point. There's no point. Why bother? We got all kinds of stuff that's set to go down into an absolute dumpster fire. Oh, hey there, Farina. I think you're about the 1 hour, aren't you? Somebody wants out. Like I care about scary movie. But yeah, I have to. But yeah, I've already planned out the hockey stuff for the rest of the season. The main thing I just have to be careful about, I mainly had to schedule it around when I want to do MLS games, which there might be some adjustments to the schedule depending on that front, as well as making sure I take into account other games that I'm slated to go attend live, as well as a Hail the Sun concert. Amazing how things turn out. Speaking of that concert, I need to check out some of those bands that are supporting them. I'm not gonna lie. I know that Hail the Sun is pretty good. Let me check. See. Oh yeah, that's the blue one. It's the Broken Blue. You're the Broken Blue. You're the red. Hey, look, it's a red one. But the game is actually about to. The game is actually now officially underway over here. There, that's enough of that from me. And we have no issues. Believe it or not. So I can actually update you on scoring and penalties just fine. Hooray! So, officially in at net for the Phantoms is Carson Bjarnason. Yeah, have fun pronouncing that kind of name. And then in at net for the Utica Comets is Nico Dolls. I wonder if he actually has a dog in him. Though, considering how the Comets have been this season, probably not. He probably doesn't have that dog in him. He'd be lucky if he actually has a doll of a doll. I just wanted to try to come up with some sort of thing. I just defaulted to that for some reason. And since this is, and the Comets are in their home jerseys, they're wearing red. That's their homes. Phantoms in their roads. Quite the thing to think about. I think about it. Later in the season, MLS is going to be scheduling games to be played on weekdays. So I'm going to have a lot of work ahead of me. A lot of work. It's going to be a whole lot of work. You're going to be wondering what I'm thinking about. I don't know. What am I thinking about? Maybe whenever they decide to reveal the release date for Wolverine, the video game. Maybe. Also, speaking of video games, apparently Highguard is already going to be closing. It's already going to be shutting down. Oops. Apparently somebody forgot that live service games that don't look all that great tend to flop. Apparently people care about looks in a live service game. And or how predatory a live service game is. But why are we still trying to do live service games like this anyway? Don't worry. I'm actually looking forward to NTE. That's gonna be fun. A lot of fun. And I can imagine it. Imagine it pretty well. And supposedly, I've been seeing reports about the Iceman. Crazy how some of this stuff of tends to be. Yeah, we haven't even talked much about the game yet. But anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, apparently there is word that it's possible that players that the players that apparently in terms of the Iceman, the players might be supposedly would face punishment for being aggressive, so they're not even playing aggressive. Uh, in a league where you're punished for playing like sissies, a sport no less, or you get punished over that. Yeah, that's totally gonna bode well. What is this, cricket? Because that's what I got from it. You don't you don't join the world of hockey to play cricket. You join the world of hockey to play hockey. Simple as that. We're still gonna be dealing with some hockey stuff later in the week. Did I say garboils? Yes, welcome to the debut of the garboils. Oh, would you like to see some garboils? Yeah, you do? You want to see some garboils? Yeah, we got some garboils for you, alright? No, it should be saying gargoyles. There it is, fix it. I got it all fixed, don't worry. And Bjarnason was able to save a shot that would otherwise been a go ahead. And Captain Prince and Joku. You know, that just sounds like some sort of Call of. Hate to make fun of the name, but it just sounds like something you would hear from Call of Duty. Why, yes, I'm Captain Prince. Fine. Finally enough, they actually do have this character named Captain Price, so it's not that far off. It's great. You want to know how crazy that is? Don't worry about it. It's not worth fighting over. I mean, is anything worth fighting over? Okay, there might have been a couple times, but have you seen how so many events ended up starting for no reason? And another stopped shot. Bjarnason has been stopping those shots. Then it makes you wonder. what it says about offenses or defenses. Or both. There have been times where I meant something about both. Sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time, guys. Not all the time. That, once again, does not make it through the net. And still doesn't go through the net for the Comets. Are they hoping for... Are they hoping that they can launch a meteor into the net? 'Cause that'd be pretty dangerous to do. Because you can't really do it. And once again, it's saved by Bjarnason. Wow. Daniel Jones has been transition tagged. Wow. TMZ, you sure it's you? I don't know why he would. I don't know what Tom Brady would be doing. Talking, talking about that, but I'd rather not hear about him for the rest of my life. Yeah, transition tag put on Daniel Jones. He would make nearly 40 million. You get tagged, you get tagged, you get tagged, everybody gets a tag. I think you can only franchise tag one player, regardless of the kind of tag it is. And yeah, no, not even the fans could get it through the net right now. Mm. That's what I think. I didn't really know I wanted to do anything well. Maybe I need to use this pizza cutter to cut them into shape. Maybe that's what I need to do. Use this pizza cutter and cut them into shape. See if I can cut them into shape. That another close call stopped. How many of those are going to have throughout this game? And I'm trying to keep track of the scoring thing right now and the penalties, and they just make it harder and harder to tell what's going on, or if anybody's going to be able to do anything for that matter. And they're going to mark that off sides. By the way, the Oilers now have three Connors on their team because they just traded for a Connor a little bit earlier. Oh yeah, they're doing. They have a little firefighters thing there. Buy now for for the total of your bank account. You better get your local firefighter thing now. But with the total of your bank account. Give us your money. We have a bank account waiting for you to ruin. Come waste away your bank account. Max out your credit card. We'd be happy to steal your money. And there's a little bit of a delay here. They gotta clean a little bit of ice up. Maybe there was a little bit of blood or something there that they have to get off. You They usually do it for blood. But the delay was pretty short for all intents and purposes. But the Phantoms turned it over. And there is an that was offsides on the Comets. They that one player should have known better about that. Like what they do? What you do? What they do? There's an endless back and forth right now. Just endless back and forth. So, what do you think it's gonna be? They're trying to. Nobody wants to retain possession over the puck. Right, another spam caller. Definitely not loving that. Definitely not loving that. You wanna know what else I'm not loving? The poor quality. I'm still gonna deal with poor quality still. I'm lucky to even be getting post stream views. Maybe people I wonder how many of it is just people just tuning in for a few seconds out of curiosity before backing out. Or if any of them are bots. There's bound to be some of those views that are probably bots. I don't want to build anything off of bots. It's a bit late for this channel to go anywhere. I'm just doing whatever I want because I'm allowed to do this kind of stuff. I finally found a direction I want to go in and I'm going to stick to it. Who knows? Based on how things are going here, I might be able to start a separate channel. Separate, as in like a separate channel for like, I don't know. But isn't this like YouTube of the olden days? Just in live stream form? Just me sitting right here with very little to do with peak quality movie. Well, peak without any peak movie quality production. Just me and just me, a TV and a monitor, well, two TVs, and a couple laptops. Nothing all that special. Just me in front of two TVs, a monitor, and two laptops. Trying to use the most bare bones stuff possible. This could be a format that works for gaming, but I don't know. I might do a stream for a video game that I can afford to do, but I don't know. Processing power to do so is a little bit on the wonky end. But if internet's already struggling with this, how much is it gonna struggle when I start playing an actual game on there, on here? I might be better off just trying to make videos. Trying to make some videos on it. Unfortunately, if I were to try to do those kinds of videos, I'll probably have to just do it without the background. Because videos can be rather delayed. Videos tend to be rather delayed, and well, the audio tends to be delayed on the mic. Or something like that, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing, okay? But at least if I just do a regular recording thing, I might be able to get away with stuff. I haven't uploaded a video game here in a while. As soon as I get the free time, I'm definitely going to find the right kind of game to do it with. Most likely. I might have a bit of an idea on. I might have some ideas on how I want to do this. But, we'll see. I'm wondering if it's possible for me to get away with, like, something like a Wuthering Waves poor dub. Like, maybe poorly dubbing over Wuthering Waves. Or something like that. Like, one man poorly dubs a video game. Have it sound like something I could do. Do like some sort of random poor dub. Take a lot of work, though. I'm sure there'll be a way to make it work. Somehow. Man, nobody is able to actually get it into the net. Just, wow. And we actually have our first penalty of the game with 1:42 left to go in the period. It's Nathan Lagare for the Comets that's going to end up being called for holding. It's crazy. It's not even going to be that long of a power play going into period two. I know. I just know it. I absolutely just know it. Something finally happens in a period, and it's just a penalty near the end of it. Well, near the end of a period. One of one of these goalies are going to eventually break. Which one? I don't even know. It'll be somebody for sure. Just a matter of when. This game can end 0-0, even if it goes in overtime or shootout. And yeah, that's it for period number 1. Only 18 seconds on the power play going into period number 2. No, really. I'm actually going to take a little bit of an intermission myself, just so I can try to process whatever it was I keep trying to say for some reason. And so we'll be back. What a time this is, ain't it? What a time this is. Look, I wasn't talking to you. What are you doing activating at random? Oh, the people are going on about the Roblox thing? Oh yeah, Roblox is down the drain hard. They're not giving me much work with here in terms of stuff to talk about. Sorry if I'm not talking much. This intermission gives me nothing to work with. That's so many issues that's been going on lately. I had that thing. Can't believe I got that stuck in my head. Let's go Miniatos! Okay. Looks like they're about to come out for the second period. So I'll actually be able to talk about something. So here we go, period 2. Ready for the second period, everybody? It'll be more entertaining than the last. Man, somebody brought up Poppy Playtime. The first thing I meant, like, I ended up bringing it up is Poppy Playtime is brought to you by NFTs. Like, imagine, like, doing a little bit of ad read. This episode of Poppy Playtime has been brought to you by NFTs. Oh my goodness, there's a penalty coming up. This might be, yeah, it's gonna be against the. It'll be against the Phantoms. Nearly went in. And there's now the Comets will go on the power play. So yeah, apparently Doobie is only keeping them briefly. Some of them briefly. And it's to Alex Bump for hooking. What's this about Skid Row? Partner the Sweetwater, the launch search, the launch worldwide search for a new singer. What? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck is going on here? What the heck? Wow. This is interesting. Just crazy. Some weird, crazy stuff. Yeah, that's right. It's back to full strength. Sorry about that. I was a little late today. Trying to focus in on this whole thing. Just for the funny headline that I saw Todd post over this is breaking Skid Row trading disgruntled star Sebastian Bach for Twisted Sister in exchange for first round picks in 2027 and 2028. That's hilarious. I think I heard a knocking. Never mind. I thought I heard knocking for a moment. Is there gonna be another penalty here? Nope. A skateboarding game, huh? That is not what I was expecting. And we got a player down for the Phantoms right here. I don't know if they're gonna call a penalty or not, but we got a player down. They're gonna need to call the trainers. There will probably be a discussion with the refs. They're going to attend to him for a bit. Doesn't look like they'll actually penalize anyone. Everything's gonna be just fine here. Apparently, Apparently, I'm seeing word. Trey Hendrickson will be a free agent. What the heck? Cubs? What? This can't be real, right? Wow. Something's going on with the Cubs in spring training camp. And wow. Also, wait, what the? Jeez. Apparently, some spring training shenanigans is going on right now. And they're gonna call a penalty for slashing. And here comes the extracurricular. And they almost went at each other. Or the but yeah, there's definitely the tensions running. And it's the initial slashing call was on Xavier Parent of the Comets. So it's a power play for the Phantoms. After all that extracurricular, they almost escalated to beef. So yeah, just some hilarious stuff in spring training. And well, we got ourselves more extracurricular as players are just hugging each other apparent for some reason. So it's gonna be a 4-on-4 for a little bit as they look to discuss how to assess penalties. Remember, Xavier Perrin is already in the box for the Comets, so it's being changed back to power play for the Phantoms. I wonder how this is being assessed here. I haven't had to use the beef thing in a while. Soon enough, I'll probably have to use it if nothing's get out of hand. There is gonna be another Comets player going to the penalty box. So I wonder what's going on. There's another. Okay, so there's two total fan players also going to the box. So it will be a 4-on-4 for a minute 25. We'll see in just a moment what the official penalty assessment is. But there was there was some stuff that went on. So if there's two in each box, if I'm gonna guess, two of those players are gonna not come out until first whistle after 2 minutes. Hold up, hold up. We gotta discuss things a little bit further, boys. We gotta discuss these penalties a little bit further. They might be considering readjusting penalties again. They're trying. We're trying to see how things are gonna be sorted out. We're still trying. We're still trying to sort things out. And there's some things going on here. So they're finally gonna be set up proper to actually get things going properly. Minute 25 on the 4-on-4. They'll get the penalties ready. It's taking. Now they're finally off and running. They still have yet to update the penalty list. And they should be able to do so in a moment, I would think. But they're probably still trying to figure it out. Or punch it in. Or something. There's gonna be quite the sheet for that timestamp. Jesus, taking them so long to post the penalty sheet. This thing is usually pretty quick. But that's it for the initial penalty on the Comets, as it'll be partially not that long. Well, it's not really gonna be that long of a power play for the Comets anyway. Are they still trying to sort out the penalties there on the sheet? Jeez, guys. Power play is about to end. And there goes the power play. Well, they're back at full strength. Both have very short power plays. There's the official sheet here. So, so here's the full thing. And Phil Tomasino got called for a boarding penalty. With Christian Kiro getting called for roughing, and Alex Bump going back in for a roughing call. And for the Comets, Michael Diallo got 2 different roughing calls. No, but no, yeah. So that was what they were trying to get sorted out there. 3. That was quite the series of circumstances to have to sort out. And nobody has yet to get it in the net. Can you believe it? I sure can. That all again almost went in, but it doesn't. All kinds of crazy shenanigans going on. It's just just well set. If I had seen it better in full, I would have played the beef. But I'm sure it'll eventually boil over, given how this game has been. No score yet. Tempers have already been flaring. Here comes the Phantoms. Still can't get it in. It's all been wild. Yeah, time's winding down. Might wanna cut this thing open, don't you think? Might wanna cut things open. In this final minute, it's finally into the net for the Comets. They get on the board. They managed to do so. It's Xavier Barrett. Yeah, there's the end of the second period. Thanks to that last minute one. This will go on to a third period, like normal. Just hmm. Mm-mm. There's some crazy stuff. Yeah, it'll be an intermission thing for the moment. don't know what the difference is between a small and a large for the Xiaomi Zims. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Just going through the motions right now. Wow. Need a bang, 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 need a daddy, 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 daddy. Okay, I'm gonna do a little something real quick. Am I putting him at the right spot? No, 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 I'm putting him in the wrong. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. No, 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 no. Not again. Oh, this version, okay. Jeez. I'm just. Jeez, I got into a distraction into a panic. But they should be coming back for third period soon enough. Just I'm having to listen to music while also pay attention to the game. And whenever it starts back up, I think it's just about to as well. So they are about to come back out for the third period. All right, good. So they're about to drop the puck for the third period. Third period is underway here. Yeah, I gotta go through like 2 hours of Marillion. Well, you're not gonna be hearing the rest of Marillion, because this stream will be over before the album is. Okay, didn't tell. This is like early Marillion stuff. Comets. Yes, and there is gonna be a power play here for the Comets. I didn't get a chance to see what it was, but it's Vincent Cervini getting called for a holding. That was almost a short chance. Let me check a little bit of referencing change. And I guess nobody wants to do anything on that power play. Still some misses. It's just a lot of craziness. and nothing to show for it. But yeah, that is pretty much just a penalty over. Just done. Like that. Yeah, nobody wants to score or anything, even busy with other stuff right now. We're back to not being able to score. Yeah, there's still nothing of no, but they are darn shots. Almost had some. I think the time stopped. Oh, no. Okay, this is a little weird. So apparently, there's a power play for tripping on Mark McLaughlin, and clocks aren't working. Now they are. That was weird. Some weird stuff going on. I think, yeah, I think there might be some wonkiness with the, might have been some wonkiness with the score bug. Huh. Wonder if the clock itself is actually behind. That's a goal for the Comets on a shorthander. And they're just trying to prevent any sort of comeback thing. Yeah. Oh, trying to keep track. I think they're. So they may have corrected it. There was some weird stuff that went on. Yeah, that's it for the power play that backfired. It's another power play. It's Alex Grandin. And was that another goal for him? I think that was. Or not. A little bit of weirdness, but yeah, that was another one. And the net's loose, so let me quickly try to do this. Make sure I got it right. Yep. Just had to make sure I did it right. But at least you saw it was actually goal. It was off a power play. So Nathan Lagarde got the second one on the shorthander, and then Shane LaChance got the third one on the power play. Phantoms haven't been able to score anything lately. Well, they did score the last time we covered them, but they haven't even scored this game. And a little kerfuffle after it was blown dead. This is pretty much the point where he just admit it gets out of hand for you. Turns the score. But yeah, it's gone out of hand for Phantoms, which sucks for me. That's the difference. Then it just dings and dings and dings and dings. As time runs down, yeah, I don't know what you would do if you're the Phantoms. You're starting to slide, and you're still gonna keep sliding at this rate. They're still safe for playoffs for now, but who's to say they could fall out within in this remaining month and a half? That's my thing. You just need to maintain a top six spot long enough. I think Utica's in New York. I think. But time does run down eventually. Eventually. And well, fans actually managed to get on the board. They actually finally did it. Took it long enough. It's Oscar Eklund. Manages to get it. So I guess now that means they can afford to pull their goalie if they wanted to. Because they're down by two. They're out shooting the Comets right now. And they're got all kinds of signals and stuff. You can tell I'm getting sleepy. at the same time listening to an actual good album. And man, and that podcast stopped. But yeah, with that writing down, it's yeah, time's winding down for 'em. Yeah, the cheerleader stuff at hockey. Why exactly? But yeah, time's winding down. Yeah, they did it. Don't know when they did it, but they did it. It's an empty net. So fans need to hope they get 2 goals. I do need a shave. Fortunately for me, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I can afford to do so. Go tomorrow. I need to keep back up with the shaving and showering. I don't know why that's a post that somebody needed to make about a bucket in RE9. A bucket. It's just weird. Just weird. But time's winding down and the game's soon gonna be over. Yeah, you can tell there's the sixth skater in here. Shot stopped. A lot of stops. The out shooting ain't gonna help. And no, it did not go in. There's a yeah, that's right, Garrett Wilson. It's a name. Anyway, just look back at the scoring thing from earlier in the game. How lovely is that? We all like a Wilson around here, right? No, big ears. A what? And I guess that's an empty netter right into the dagger. For Brian Halloman. Hallonen. Sorry. It's an empty netter. That just makes the game 4-1. At this point, fans will be lucky to score 3 straight with the little time there is. Yeah, I'm sure. You'd rather not have to try for it. Yeah, going down to the final minute. Phantoms need a lot of miracles right now. They're gonna. As time comes down to the end. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much the end. And they stop it with 2 seconds left. Well, 3 seconds. But let's be honest, it's not really going to happen. I guess it was offsides. And yeah, that's the end of the game. The Comets win for the one. As the Phantoms are once again falling to 500. Whoop-de-doo. It's like the Steelers. But yeah, that's really all there is to this game here. And the bigger thing you'll have for the Phantoms. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time, travel safely.